What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Gerald from Bank of Gerald here with another video update. Today is Wednesday, April the 24th, 2024. Today we have a very, very special video that we're going to do today. Today we are accepting a challenge that was issued by my brother Anthony Deloach, who is a fellow player in this space, in this passive crypto space, one that we have enjoyed our time in. We've seen the ups and downs in, and I just wanted to come on and do this video and accept the challenge to share with you guys what my big three is. All right. Now, for those of you that missed his video, I encourage all of you to go to Anthony Deloach's page right now and check out his video where he lists his big three. And I think this is very important that we let the people know. So I'm glad that he issued this challenge, because I had been talking about doing another top five and different stuff like that. But it seems like every time I was ready to do a top five, one of the platforms or opportunities in my top five would collapse or something would happen. So then I just found myself waiting around, and I don't want to be that kind of guy. So I'm glad that Anthony issued this challenge to myself and brother Vaughn, who is out there doing the same exact thing as us. He's a major player in this space. I didn't want to butcher his last name. I believe it's Von Morrow. If I'm wrong, brother, I'm sorry. But I know him as brother Vaughn. All right. So listen, Unlimited Freedom is what you can find him at. But anyway, I digress. We're gonna get to BOJ's big three. All right. And before we do that, I do want to make sure that I mention, like I do in every episode that I have here, that I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm not your financial advisor, right? I'm just a dude on YouTube sharing with you guys how I'm cranking it out in many different platforms and opportunities, nothing more and nothing less than that. Now, if you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, and please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man, because if he gets you, there's nothing I can do to help you, all right? Stay diligent and vigilant in this space and in the comment section as well. Now, let's talk a little bit about what a big three is going to mean for this episode right here. Of course, we're not moving too much from the beaten path of what Anthony Deloach has established. We're going to be talking about my big three platforms. If I had to choose what my top three platforms are, right? And I'm not going to put them in any particular order. And you may have seen some of these platforms on other people's top big threes or whatever, top five or whatever they're putting out as their top platforms. These three right here have a mixture of a few things. They have been around for some time, and that's whether I was in it or not. All right. That's one of the main important things. These three things have a community and communication with that community that is strong, at least in my opinion. All right. So we're talking about anything from having Zoom calls to, doxing their top leaders, or, just being in communication with their communities in the Telegram groups or whatever they have established as their mode of communication. All right. Of course, they have to be paying platforms. They have to still be here cranking it out and doing their thing today. And we're excited that we're going to be sharing with you some top programs, our big three. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. I don't want to belabor too much longer, and I don't want this video to be a crazy long video, because then I'll start getting calls and all different types of stuff, and I don't want that to distract. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to start with one of our top three platforms. Now, I want to make sure I preface this. They're not in any particular order. And please understand, there's always a risk in this space. So whatever you decide to pull from this video, just understand that all of these platforms, I jumped in understanding what risk I was making. Okay. So I just want to make sure I say that everyone has their own choices to make. Everyone has their own opportunities to capitalize on. And these are my top three. So let's start with my number one, and we're going to go with 101 Money Maker, ladies and gentlemen. This is a platform that has allowed us to earn up to 2% per day. It has been around for 9 months, I believe, at this point, and it has really, really, really been an amazing thing. It has some great returns from the day-to-day basis to whether you're a person that likes a weekly type of situation. We're talking about low entry for participation in this, which I believe levels the playing field out for everyone. Now, of course, for the people that deposit low, this is just a general statement. You don't earn as quick. There are some higher plans that are available for the people that deposit more. All right. But you have to know what your risk management strategy is. Okay. That is the most important thing in this space as a consumer of this space, as a participant of this space, is understanding the risk. But look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about just 1,600 active members. We've got more than 1,600, way more than 1,600 people that have clicked the subscribe button to this channel. I won't say that they actively watch anymore, but we have over 20,000 people that have actively pressed that subscribe button. So with 1,600 members, we're talking about a very, very, very low amount of participants in this platform for 260 days active, and over 2.5 million deposited and even more paid out, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So I think that's a strong indication. It doesn't mean that they're out of money or that they're losing money. Obviously, whatever they're doing on their end to make money is good enough to be able to pay out more than they've even received. So I think that's a strong statement. 101 Moneymaker has gone through rebranding. I was actually just on a call, brother Terrence Pounds, shout out to Terrence Pounds. He had the CMO on a call last night, and they both just look really excited. Looked like Terrence traveled down to go to meet the CEO. I'm not exactly sure where CMO. I meant not exactly sure where the CMO is from. But this is just me letting you guys know that 101 Moneymaker has not only earned one of the placements on my top three in my big three, right? But they are really cranking it out. And this is actually where I have some good amount of capital in. I won't tell you guys exactly how much because this is not a video dedicated to 101 Moneymaker per se. But this is a platform that I definitely have in my top big three. All right. Now, before I give you guys my second one in my big three, which you might even be able to see at the top, I'm not even sure because I got a whole lot of tabs up. But I want everybody to take some time and like this video and share it with somebody that has a like mind of you. If you know somebody that is out there that needs to know what some opinions are or some top platforms in this space, share it with them. Take some time to share with them. The video isn't going anywhere. It's going to be here. And we hope that this gets shared with as many people as possible. Don't forget to press the like button. Don't forget to press subscribe if you're new to the channel. And just want to put that plug in there before we get into the number two. All right. So now let's get into the second in my big three. Like I said before, no particular order. We're going to talk about SHAOBANK, ladies and gentlemen. Now, SHAOBANK was around even before I decided to join it. A few months. I tread lightly to say almost half a year it was around before I even got a look at it, before I even got to have an opinion on it. And when I did get the opinion on it, my opinion was, I don't think I really want to get involved with this right now. Got too much stuff going on. I got really good platforms paying out high level. And of course, as we know, things change in this space. So I reopened my eyes to SHAOBANK, and I am so glad that I did, ladies and gentlemen. Now, with there being a lot of stuff around the digital banking side and the insurance side, all this different stuff, I don't really delve into all of that. All right. I'm a person that likes getting to see what the passive returns are, and anything else that they have on the platform is extra to me. I'm not looking for any loans. I'm not looking for anything of that nature to lend or anything like that. I am looking for what this platform is paying out, if it's paying out, and if it has good communication with its community. And of course, with its longevity being over a year long, I was just so excited to be able to say, okay, well, let me go ahead and give this a shot. All right. I got involved last November. It is now April the 24th, 2024, ladies and gentlemen. And we're excited to say that SHAOBANK is still here. They have even launched their own coin. They've got this key coin going on right now, which is literally, I bought it at around, I believe, 70 Hong Kong dollars, and it's gone all the way up sub 300 right now. All right. It's just under 300 in Hong Kong dollars. Of course, you have to go into the back office and see how that translates. Or if you know how Hong Kong dollars translate, you can just go on Google or whatever the case may be. You can do that there as well. I know that was something that had me a little confused for a little while, but as soon as I figured out how to translate that Hong Kong dollars into USDT, which is our stable coin, which we know and love so much in the crypto world, then it was easy to figure out how to deal with stuff. Low cost of entry. I think the bond started for this current bond, it was like 25 bucks, low cost of entry, 400 Hong Kong dollars. For those of you that want to see what that converts into. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been one of those platforms that has to be in my top three, has to be in my big three, because we have continued to see the growth in this. And of course, we understand that some things that we see in this space are red flags. Like when we start to see these coin offerings and different things of that nature, I'm not one to not talk about the red flags, okay? But what SHAOBANK has proven to us is that they're going to communicate. They're going to give us opportunities at different types of levels. And I'm talking about different types of levels, whether that pertains to a daily pay, a weekly pay, a low pay, a high pay. It all kind of depends on what we are looking for. But they give us those opportunities. And then, of course, I hope I said longevity, but it has been around for some time. So this is number 2 on BOJ's Big 3. And before I get into this third one, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like this video, because the more people that like this video, the more eyes that it can catch, the more people that can get to benefit from seeing what BOJ's Big 3 is, all right? And even now, I'm going to go ahead and challenge 2 people to go ahead and drop their big 3, all right? I'm going to challenge Trajectory of Wealth to drop his big 3, all right? And I'll think of the next person I'm going to challenge at the end of the video. So we'll figure that out. But let's get into our third one. Trajectory of Wealth, I'm tagging you in this, brother. I'm going to make sure you get your big 3 out there to the world as well. And let me just do this. I'm going to go ahead and add my brother, Ryan Lomax Glover. I want to see what his big 3 is, all right? We're adding him. So Trajectory of Wealth and Ryan Lomax Glover, the G Trader. He actually has a new channel. I don't want to butcher it, so I'll wait. But I believe it's around the lines of something bullish. Let me see if I can find it really quickly. I don't want to belabor from what we're talking about, right? Little Bit Bullish. All right, y'all check out the Little Bit Bullish channel in the well, check it out on YouTube. All right, now let's get into the third choice here. We're talking about TLC. Trade Like Crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Our experience as Trade Like Crazy has been an awesome one. And to be honest with you, this was one of our slow earners at first. This was something for a long time I was just, compounding and compounding. Every time I'd get a little $20 every couple weeks. Now it's getting to the point where we're at like 50, 60 bucks a day, and we're able to decide whether we want to compound in this thing or not. Now, some of that, of course, is from actively sharing. But what this opportunity has done for us is passively enabled us to earn 15, 30% per month, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that is just their average over the last 12. But I have been involved with this platform since, I believe, last September, all right? September or October timeframe. And to have a platform last this long, just on a personal standpoint, regardless of how long it's been around, is a great thing to be able to say. They have gone through a rebranding, as what you see right now. They have got rid of that black and gold color scheme that they had before. They're adding new securities and technologies and all type of stuff. And the back office just looks beautiful, ladies and gentlemen. And we're talking about ease of use. This tackles that. We're talking about a platform that has low cost of entry. This tackles that, ladies and gentlemen. And the back office is just beautiful. It's even mobile friendly. So you could be loading it up on your tablets and your phone and all that great stuff. And you're going to be able to tap in. Trade Like Crazy was brought to me by my brother Sal Khan. He worked it out for me that I would even get a little bit of a bonus starting out, which is, I believe, why my withdrawal is a little bit, my withdrawal number is a little crazy looking. But what we have been able to accomplish, not only just with the help of Sal Khan coming on the show, getting me started in the right way, and also him continuing to do Zoom calls and just being a positive light along with the rest of the team. I don't want to leave anybody out at TLC, but they've just done an amazing job. Their owner, I believe, is Docs. And I want to be honest about the whole CEO ownership type deal, as my opinion goes with these platforms. And this is just a general statement. This is not an indictment of TLC. What I will say is that it really hasn't moved the needle recently, whether there's a CEO or not. There's a lot of platforms that didn't have any type of CEO or anybody at the top that lasted longer than some of the ones that had CEOs that they had just paid to be in that position, some kind of actor or something like that. We've seen it all, ladies and gentlemen. TLC has one that has doxed a few of their leadership team. And I'm not saying that they're actors or anything like that. What I'm saying is that hasn't necessarily moved the needle. But one thing that I know a lot of new people like to see is they like to see faces behind the project. They like to see people doing Zoom calls. They like to have people that they can ask questions to that they believe are directly involved in the platform. And I believe that TLC gives us that opportunity to have and see those things. This is something that I do believe after they've just rebranded, they wouldn't go through all that trouble to just up and leave in a quick fashion. This has been a part of my big three, at least for the last 2-3 months. But of course, with me just now putting out a big three video, hey, it is what it is. I'm excited about what these big three platforms. So just to recap and review, right? Didn't want to be in this very long, but I wanted to accept the challenge from my brother and put out my big three. So my big three, to recap, is one-on-one moneymaker, all right? SHAOBANK and TLC Trading AI, or Trade Like Crazy, formerly known as Trade Like Crazy. Now, I will throw some honorable mentions in there, okay? The one thing that I want everyone to do right now, if you haven't gotten into my private plays Telegram in the description below, make sure you get into my private plays Telegram. There are going to be some plays in there that I'm not allowed to bring, or just compliance based. I don't want to bring them to the YouTube space. So those of you that are watching on YouTube, make sure you go into the description below and find the BOJ's private plays Telegram. It's a private group. You can get in there and you can get some information on what we got going on behind the scenes of the YouTube world going on. And then, of course, on the other side of that, there are two platforms that I just want to mention, all right, that have really, really, really been awesome platforms that I don't think get the attention that they deserve, all right? Those two platforms are, first and foremost, and I'm not going to bring them up on the website. You guys can do your own due diligence on them and figure out if they're right for you. But LIQUIDIX, all right? LIQUIDIX has been one of those platforms that I've been in for over a year now, and it has just been steady. We're not talking about the biggest returns. We're really talking about 6 or 7% a month that we've seen from it. But ladies and gentlemen, has it delivered? Yes, it has. So LIQUIDIX, that is my honorable mention spot number one. And then honorable mention spot number two has, I got to think about this for a second. Honorable mention slot number two has to go to a platform that is newer on the docket. It's actually launched this year, but has stood the test of time, even past the platform that I brought on the same day of it, and that is ARTMIND Auto Trading Terminals. For those of you that want more information on LIQUIDIX and ARTMIND, those links are in the description below. You can go check those out. But my big three, all right? And of course, it's just big me, but my big three is, of course, one-on-one moneymaker, SHAOBANK, and Trade Like Crazy, or formerly known as Trade Like Crazy, where we're talking about TLC Trading AI, all right? With that being said, we're also looking at PAM opportunities. All of that different stuff is going on. We're kind of waiting on those because we've been a part of some PAMs that have just done really, really well and then just fell off, all right? I'm looking to see some PAMs that deliver for some months, all right? I can wait out on the PAMs. You know, with all these blown accounts that we've encountered, I almost rather take a chance with the hypes than some of these PAMs. But we've seen some PAMs on the back end on stuff that we've just been kind of looking at on our side. We've seen some deliver, but we're still waiting for that longevity piece. We want to see them last. So with that being said, put your 2FA on all the platforms that will allow you and all of your wallets, because crypto is indeed the Wild Wild West, y'all. And if you ain't strapped, you're bound to get hacked. Ask me how I know. It's not very fun at all. If you like this content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you want to be updated and notified about everything going on here at BOJ, make sure you hit the notification bell as well. And please, sir, please, ma'am, don't get scammed by the WhatsApp man, because if he gets you, nothing I can do to help you, all right? Stay diligent, stay vigilant in the space and in the comment section as well. I'm actually adding a person to my challenge. So, of course, Trajectory of Wealth, I'm calling you out, brother. I want to hear your big three. A little bit bullish, my brother Ryan Lomax Glover. I want to hear your big three. And then I'm adding my brother Lambo Drew to the mix. Lambo Drew, I want to hear your big three. All right, challenge issued. Hope the challenge gets accepted. And of course, Anthony, thank you for the challenge, and looking forward to seeing Unlimited Freedom, my brother Vaughn, your video coming soon as well. It's your boy BOJ. This is my big three. Hey, peace out.